English Short Stories。
皆さんこんにちは、ケンケンです。いつも動画を視聴いただきありがとうございます。このショートストーリーズでは5つの短い日常会話をお届けします。皆さんのリスニング、スピーキングのトレーニングとして使っていただければ嬉しいです。何度も見て、聞いて、話してみることが鍵です。慣れてきたら 1.25 倍、1.5 倍と速度を上げてチャレンジしてください。それではスタートです。どうぞ。
You know, Kathy, I was thinking about something today. Why is sleep so important?
Well, sleep is a magical reset button for our bodies and minds. It helps aiding recovery, rejuvenation, tissue repair, immune boost, and memory consolidation.
That makes sense. I've always heard that a good night's sleep is essential, but it's interesting to know why.
Absolutely, it's more than rest. It's vital maintenance for our body, like a high-tech machine needing downtime for optimal function.
It's like a nightly tune-up for our bodies. But how much sleep do you think everyone should have?
The recommended amount of sleep varies with age and individual factors. Generally, adults should aim for 7 to 9 hours per night to go through essential sleep cycles, including deep sleep and REM.
7 to 9 hours? I don't think I've been getting that much lately.
It happens to everyone. Chronic sleep deprivation can cause problems like impaired cognition and weakened immunity. It's akin to operating a high-tech machine in low-power mode. It functions, but not at its best.
I guess I need to start giving my body the attention it deserves. A good night's sleep is more valuable than I thought.
You are right, think of it as an investment in your well-being. A well-rested you is a more focused, energized, and healthier you.
Hey, Emma, what is motivation for you?
Motivation, huh? For me, it's like that gentle push that gets you out of bed in the morning, you know? It's the driving force that keeps me going.
That's interesting. Why do you say so?
Well, it's like the compass guiding me towards my goals. When I'm motivated, it's easier to overcome challenges and stay focused on what really matters.
So, it's like your North Star, guiding you through the journey of life?
Exactly, it's the fuel that keeps my passion alive. When I'm motivated, I find joy in the process, not just the end result.
That makes sense. For me, motivation is more like a spark, you know? It's that initial burst of energy that lights up the path ahead.
A spark, huh? What do you mean?
Well, it's like when you have a brilliant idea or a goal you're passionate about. Motivation is the spark that ignites the fire within, pushing you to take action.
I get it, so it's about finding that inspiration to turn dreams into reality.
Exactly. But here's the thing, motivation isn't a constant flame. It flickers, dims, and sometimes, you need to reignite it.
True, how do you reignite your motivation then?
It varies. Sometimes it's a change of scenery, other times it's seeking advice or connecting with people who share similar goals. The key is to keep the flame alive.
Sounds like a journey in itself.
Oh, it is, but that journey is what makes the destination worthwhile.
Speaking of journeys, let's take a walk. Maybe a change of scenery will be the spark we need today.
I like the way you think, Emma. Let's go.
So Perry, what do you do in your spare time?
Well, I have a couple of hobbies. I'm a bit of a gamer, so you can usually find me battling virtual monsters or exploring new worlds.
Nice. Video games can be such an escape. What do you enjoy doing most?
I love diving into RPGs, getting lost in storylines, and building up my character's abilities. It's like an epic adventure from the comfort of my room.
That sounds incredible. I've always admired the creativity in those games, but hey, have you ever tried getting creative yourself?
Not really, why do you ask?
Well, for me, I find solace in sketching and bringing my imagination to life. Check this out.
Whoa, that's impressive. You're really talented. How come you never mentioned this before?
It's just something I do for fun. Helps me unwind and express myself in a different way, you know?
Absolutely, it's great to have an outlet like that. What else do you do in your free time?
Oh, I'm also a bit of a chef in the making. Experimenting with different recipes and flavors is my jam. I find it incredibly relaxing to cook up a storm in the kitchen.
That's fantastic. I could use a good meal, maybe you could teach me a thing or two sometime.
For sure. We can swap hobbies, you show me the ropes of your virtual adventures, and I'll whip up a feast fit for kings.
Deal. It's great to have someone to share hobbies with, we make the spare time much more enjoyable, don't you think?
Absolutely, having a balance of activities keeps life interesting and fulfilling. Here's to more adventures, both virtual and culinary.
Cheers to that.
Hey Rachel, with New Year's Day around the corner. How do you celebrate it in your country?
Oh, hey John. Well, in my country, New Year's is a big deal. We usually gather with family and friends for a festive dinner. There are fireworks, music, and it's just a joyful atmosphere.
That sounds amazing. In my country, we also celebrate with fireworks, but family gatherings are a bit more intimate. We usually have a special meal, and then go out to watch the fireworks display.
Nice. Speaking of celebrations, how do you celebrate New Year's at home?
At home? Well, my family has this tradition of cooking a special meal together. We make all sorts of delicious dishes, and it's a bonding time for us. After that, we play board games and watch a movie as we count down to midnight.
That sounds so heartwarming. In my home, we have a similar tradition. We decorate the house with lights and ornaments, and then we gather in the living room. We share stories, reflect on the past year, and make resolutions for the upcoming one.
Oh, I love the idea of reflecting on the past year. It's like a mini family retrospective. Do you have any specific rituals or games you play during your New Year's celebration?
Yes, we write down our wishes for the new year on colorful paper. Then, we tie them to helium balloons and release them into the night sky. It symbolizes letting go of the past and embracing new beginnings.
Wow, that must be beautiful. We don't have something quite like that, but we do have a game where we write down our goals for the new year and seal them in envelopes. Then, we open them the next year to see how much we've achieved.
That's cool. It's always inspiring to set goals and see how far you've come. Well, John, it sounds like we both have wonderful ways of celebrating New Year's at home.
Yeah. It's fascinating to learn about different tradition. It's what makes this time of year so special.
Hey Maggie, have you ever thought about what makes an ideal parent?
Yes, I think an ideal parent is someone who strikes a balance between being supportive and giving enough space for their kids to grow.
Interesting perspective. So who would you say is your ideal parent?
Well, I'd say my ideal parent would be someone like a guide rather than a dictator, someone who listens, understands, and lets me learn from my own experiences.
I see what you mean. For me, an ideal parent is someone who provides a strong foundation of values while encouraging independence.
Independence is crucial, it helps build resilience. So who fits the bill for you, Tom?
Tough question. I guess someone like a mentor, wise, patient, and always there to offer guidance, without imposing their own agenda.
Sounds like you're describing Yoda from Star Wars.
Well, maybe not the pointy ears, but the wisdom part, definitely.
Fair enough. I think it's fascinating how our perceptions of ideal parents can differ.
Yeah, it's a blend of support, guidance, and allowing room for growth. So who embodies that for you?
Well, if I had to pick, it would probably be my grandmother. She had this perfect balance of love and wisdom.
Grandmothers do seem to have a knack for that. What made her so ideal for you?
She always listened without judgment, shared her experiences, and let me make my own choices. It felt like she was there to catch me when I fell, but also allowed me to spread my wings.
Sounds like a remarkable woman. I guess the qualities that make an ideal parent are universal, yet each person's ideal may have a unique touch.
Exactly, it's the mix of love, support, and a dash of wisdom that creates the ideal parenting recipe.
Couldn't agree more, Maggie. It's the delicate art of balancing, guiding, and letting go when needed.
Well said, Tom. Maybe someday we'll both be those ideal parents we're talking about.
Who knows? Parenthood, the ultimate adventure.
Words and expressions. Rejuvenation.
若返り、
Memory consolidation.
記憶の定着、
Tune-up.
調整、
Chronic sleep deprivation.
慢性的な睡眠不足、
Akin.
似ている、
Well-being.
心身ともに満たされている状態。
Driving force.
原動力、
Overcome challenges.
試練を乗り越える。
That makes sense.
なるほどね。
Take action.
行動を起こす。
Epic adventure.
大冒険、
Solace.
癒し、
Unwind.
くつろぐ、
Cook up a storm.
たくさん料理を作る。
Whip up.
素早く作る。
Feast.
ごちそう。
Culinary.
料理。
Around the corner.
もうすぐ。
Big deal.
とても大事なこと。
Speaking of something.
何々について。
Heartwarming.
ほっこりする。
Retrospective.
振り返り。
Strike a balance.
うまく両立させる。
Dictator.
支配する人。
Build resilience.
逆境を跳ね返す力を養う。
Fit the bill.
要件を満たす。
Room for something.
何々する余地。
Embody.
具体的に表現する。
Have a knack for something.
何々のコツを知っている。
Spread one's wings.
新しいことに挑戦する。